Hello peeps, today I'm gonna show you the 7-part 8-byte Sennit rose knot, which is shown by Tom Hall in his book More Western Tech Tips. We need a core for this, so I'm gonna do a Matthew Walker. We start this with a walnut. I always go anti-clockwise. You can do this the other way. Everything can be done the other way around, but I'm just used to doing it anti-clockwise. Just tighten it a bit, and then we go through the next loop. The grey is somewhat stiff compared to the others, which makes it a bit awkward to work with. So we have to shove this, tighten it a bit, everything just a little bit, and then shoving it up. So we're already there. I'm now taking away the strap here, and now we're going to take out the slack a bit. You just do one after the other. So that in the end we have our melting points somewhat hidden and inside of the knot. Just see if I can do it like this. The tightening is always somewhat crucial, and it's always a bit difficult if one cord, in this case the grey, is very stiff. So it's kind of, yeah, even the outside sheath is somewhat different from the others. All others are 450, but the yellow is 550. So now we have our Matthew Walker. What we need now is to crown this. This is, up to now, this is exactly like the gaucho button knot that Demon shows. We have only one step missing here. Which then in the end makes it more like a disc, flat thing. So I crowned the Matthew Walker knot, and now I formed some loops, because contrary to the gaucho button knot, which Demon shows, where we would tie another walnut now. We don't do this, we just proceed to the next step, the diamond knot. So I just formed some loops. We start with the neon yellow, we go over the grey and under the green, and we try to hold this loop, push this out of the way, then we go anti-clockwise as before. So we go over the green and under the black with the grey one. We push this out of the way so we stay under this. Next one is we go over the black and into the yellow loop or under the yellow cord. The last one is the black. Yellow loop is a bit big, so we go over the yellow and into the grey. So it should look like this. Each one comes out of a loop. Looks a bit funny because of the grey and the somewhat sloppy yellow. So the next step is exactly the same as we have this. I start with the yellow again. As we have this in the gaucho button knot, we come parallel to the next one coming out of the crown, and we go into the same loop. So we go over the grey here and come into the green, laying this parallel to the black. Same here, the yellow one comes out of the crown, so we go beside this, we go over the green, and we go into the black loop. The grey one. The grey one we did just now. The next one is the grey. We go beside the grey, we go over the black and into the yellow loop. And the last one is the black. We go beside the green, we go over the yellow and into the grey loop. So this is what it should look like. So this is how it looks like now. And the next step is very much the same as in the gaucho button knot, except we have one step or two steps less than in that, and we do not go under these two, we go over, and then we already have the crossing that we have to come under. Now let's see if I can show you this. So go over the next one where we came out parallel, go over this and go over the black one, and then come out here. You can already see the pattern forming. So the next one is the black. So this one was the parallel one, so we go over this, we go over the yellow, we stay between the grey and the green, and we go over these two and come out after the next two, which is the crossing. The next one is the yellow. The yellow was parallel to the black, so it goes over the black, stays between the green and the black, goes over the black, goes over the one of the loose end, and then goes under the next crossing. So the last one, the grey, has its neighbor is the yellow. It goes over the yellow and over the green and comes out under this crossing. So we can see how the pattern already forms. But before we tighten it, we do the last step. We have to go anti-clockwise over the next one that comes out of the crown and go down to to let the cords leave the knot on the underside, or whatever you want to call it. So we go over the green, go over the black here. The black goes over the yellow. Maybe I should drink something. I sound rather croaky. So, and this is the last one, the grey. Oh, come on. So, this is the completed knot. We now have to just tighten it up. The grey is rather short. So I just go round and take out the slack just a bit. And I think I might be going round 3 or 4 times, maybe more sometimes. Just depends on, oh, where am I? See, this was what I wanted to prevent. So the grey, here's the green. You could already tighten it some time before, but sometimes it's difficult to follow your course. So the yellow one. So you can already see this is going to be flatter. It's not round. You have this border which looks like a rose knot. And now you go round and round and round, and the grey, and tighten it gradually, not too much at the same time, so as not to distort the knot too much. See what happens here. It's getting more and more into the form that it should have in the end. It's always good to have cord which is very much the same in structure and thickness, but yeah, it does work if you work fine and even with a different kind of cords, because these here are different, all of them. Just have to shape it a bit then, and not over tighten. It should be round in the end. Just looks kind of triangular now. No idea why that is. So you will see what it looks like in the end.